It's a sunset in the south as Nengi has been called out for associating with a Ponzi scheme master. And this is not just associating with this Ponzi scheme master, but has also been affected in a way because some of her assets or properties are being taken away from her due to this association. So lots of people are dragging Nengi everywhere online. News is running everywhere, even on the national news. It's been written and posted that Nengi got an association with some men that has made a lot of things in her life to go wrong. But before we dig deeper into the story, you guys, have you subscribed to my channel? If you haven't subscribed, please look down below. You see a red subscription button. Please click on it, and also beside is a notification bell. Also click on it so you always get notified whenever I post a video. You'll be the first to watch, like, and share, and leave your comments below. So you all of us know that Nengi was a very loved BB Niger contestant whom after leaving the house got a lot of gift items, so many items from her fans and loved ones all over the world. When most especially when she was associated with Ozo, lots of gifts came from both of them. But this woman now, after she bought this car, remember she said young and getting it. So she said she earned something, she bought a car for herself, and we all celebrated her. We didn't know the reason or the gist behind the car sales. Lots of people brought up just that it was a guy that bought the car, this and that, but we never believed because she had a lot of fans who were giving her gifts up and down. But rumor reaching us today and making the rounds everywhere, not just rumor but news, headline news, says that police arraigned Ponzi scheme operator for allegedly defrauding Army Colonel Professor orders of 1.2 billion naira. Wale Igbendata, operative of the Force Criminal Investigation Department of EFCC, and CID, Alagbon Okoyi, yesterday arraigned before the Federal High Court in Lagos a Ponzi scheme operator Michael Obi Okipe Okiye Diongoli for allegedly as in collecting money from a retired army colonel, two professors, and MTN staff cooperative society, among others, of the sum of 1.2 billion 865,580. Well, let me start with the figure. Let me call it again so people understand. 1 billion 286,580,656,000 56 billion, sorry. So this is what it is. Oh my god, I hope you understood the figure. That's the best I can explain from that figure. I think I'm correct. Yeah, I'm correct. So it didn't end there. He went on and he wrote a whole lot more. Going further, he said Dongoli was arraigned before Justice Ambrose Lewis Alagoa on the 8-count charge of conspiracy obtained by false pretense and collecting money unduly. He was arraigned alongside his UK firms Don Group and UK Dion Investment Limited. The defendant was also called out for collecting money from victims under false pretense of multiple returns on investment ROI within the period of 6 months to 1 year. Some of his victims were Dr. Basil Onogo, Professor Oyekachi Green Nwankwo, his wife Elizabeth U. Oyekachi Green, Nena Ikobok Securities Ltd, Uchenna Nwokwa, Chinyere Ogwejiofo, Sekoni, and Adekunmo Catholic Charismatic Renewal Prof, Ibj Kashmir, Lillian Ofondo, Suleiman Miman, MTN employee operator Gabriel Andrew, Obieme Adeku Tike, Ko Joko Tongo, retired. So this is the man here that was arraigned in front of everyone. You can see him here. How did Nengi come into this matter? Now let's continue on Nengi's path. So a Ponzi scheme owner bought a Range Rover worth 37 million for Nengi, and she said she spoiled herself with it when she posted it. God when filled everywhere that day. EFCC don't collect the car as it dey happen say the person who actually bought the car, who happened to be that same man we just talked about, associated her as in her car to what one of the things he bought with the money he collected from all those people he collected money from. And then they went to collect the car and some other properties that she got from him and also money from her. So right now as we speak, Nengi is in a state of what dilemma, and her sister is also short of water. She has come out online to say that if she knew, she wouldn't have allowed her sister Nengi to go into fame, that she pushed Nengi into fame, as this is what Nengi is facing and everything is now public. This is her sister writing. Let's read what she wrote. So from Nengi's sister, Chef Tuma, she said, I was actually the one that pressurized her to go for it. It was more like my dream. She actually wanted a peaceful and quiet life. Now, I sometimes wish I didn't, but in all, we thank God for everything, and we will always conquer. After all, them know they try to pluck fruits we never ripe. So you guys, in a nutshell, she's saying that she pushed her sister into going into fame. If she wasn't famous, nobody will hear about her. And you don't just pluck a fruit that is not ripe. Like if a fruit is not good enough, if someone is not popular, if someone is not destined for some greatness and all of those things, people will not talk about the person. That's what she's trying to say. You cannot pluck a fruit that is not ripe enough. So if someone is not destined for bigger things, people not talk about her. So people talking about her and she going into all of this is for better things to come. Obviously, better things will come afterward. But when we are doing things, we should be careful. When we are doing the things with, how can she be working with someone? Although she would not know, you can never know. You can never know. But I would have preferred her to be with Ozo that is peaceful and you know you have a peaceful and gentle relationship, rather than going to have an affair with someone that is married already and see how it's ending now. When people have rated you so high and you bring up such news, it's like you're bringing yourself down in such a manner that people begin to look down on you, and people be like, after all the respect we've given you, see what you're giving back to us as your fans, our people around the world. Your name, I don't understand. But let's listen to a lady who went on to buttress more about what happened. Watch this video and please subscribe.
According to the gist, this babe last year or last years, I can't remember when, she launched this Range Rover Velar. You're like, oh God, when she's hardworking, she deserves it. So according to my source, Stu and Pam, it was alleged that it was a big god that got the Range Rover for her, which is not even the gist though. I mean, almost everybody is done getting gifts from their big god, but that's not the gist. The main cocoa now is that the Range Rover has been taken away from her, and it's not by the big god. According to my source, Stu and Pan, it was alleged that the big god that got the Range Rover for her is under EFCC radar. He was called in, he was invited for questioning, blah 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 blah, and along the line, she was linked with him. So all the monetary gifts and all the gifts she got from him were taken away from her, like a whole lot. She was even invited for questioning. As I'm talking to you now, this Range